Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of new partner training. Last week we went. I'll let Daryl talk about what we kind of give a review of what we did last week, and then I think you're going to kick us off, aren't you, Daryl? This week you're muted, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, you can just cover what we talked about last week. Then I'm going to jump in and ask you some questions and kind of share some things, and that way we can cover a lot of different things tonight and get some really specific information.
Okay, so last week we covered the commission report and how you're getting paid, when you're getting paid. We talked about building some relationships. We talked about posting. We talked about just connecting with your people and some things like that. So it's just we've got the reporting. If anybody needs to, if anybody did not get on last week, we really covered the app and being able to use the app and what that'll do and being able to track your stuff and some stuff like that. So posting, and there was 5 things we covered and I can't remember all 5. So go watch the video. If you don't have it, we'll send it to you. And she's coloring in my book, so I can't do that. So we'll send you the video so you can go back and get caught up and watch it. So it was just, we're starting off with, last week was just the basics. It was welcoming you, telling you like what the points are and how to start working. This week we're going to get a little more detailed in things. So
all right, thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. So this week we're going to jump into IPAs, connecting people, understanding QSBs and ranks, groups, testimonials, customers, group leaders, RAD, XDC, mindfulness, vision, and action success. So we're going to go through and cover all of these. And I know they were abbreviations. You didn't understand them or they're new to you. We're going to educate you on every bit of that. Also, if you have any questions, come at all, please write your question into chat, because our goal is to be able to cover every question that you have either tonight or going forward, and we just want to make sure we get all that. So to jump right in, so let's talk about IPAs, income producing activities. So Melissa, when we talk about IPAs, what exactly does that mean, and what do we do, and how is that going to help us as partners in our business?
Well, it's success, like in singular, isn't necessarily about being busy. It's about doing the right activities that are going to grow your income. So IPAs that stands for income producing activities. So that doesn't mean scrolling Facebook. That doesn't mean making a list. That doesn't mean watching reels in order to get ideas. So some of the IPAs, we've got 6 that I think we should be doing on a daily basis. The first one is connecting with new people. And if you just set a goal to reach out to 5 new people daily, either in person or on social media, then at the end of 30 days, that's 150 new people that you're reaching out to. The second one is, once you've connected, you've got to invite them to look at Zingular. One of the things, a few ways that you could do that is with your curiosity post that you post on your own social media, sending them a text message, or adding them to the testimonial group and then sending them a message and letting them know that you did that. So you want to connect with them, and then you want to show them what we have. So they can do that. You can do that just by, letting them see one of the posts that you're making. So when you do comment on their social media, when you do send them a message in Messenger, that's going to trigger your algorithms, and it's going to let them see what you're posting. That's why posting something and being vulnerable and being open to share, a little bit about yourself is so important, because when you're connecting with people, you want them to be able to go to your page and see the 4 things who you are. So if you go to my page, you're going to see my 4 things is, you're going to see Zingular, you're going to see my grandbabies, you're going to see that I love Jesus, and you're going to see probably something about my house or the land or the farm or some kind of views or something like that. That's my 4 things. It's okay. So the third thing is following up consistently. Now, this is one of the things we did talk about last week because it's that important. You have got to find a way to follow up with people. And the sales statistics that we shared last week were you can talk to 100 people. 80% of them are not going to order until the 7th to 12th time you bring this up to them. So it takes 80% of people 7 to 12 contacts before they order. But most people never follow up more than 3 times. So the fortune is in the follow up. You've got to figure out a way to make your list to be able to track what you're doing. And every single person that you talk to, you've got to follow up with them over and over. And we decided last week, I don't remember what Daryl's little catchphrase was. Mine is I follow up with them until they buy or until they die. Because most people have commented on something that you posted or responded to something that you've said. And the people that you're talking to are the ones that are interested in what you have. They would have never asked or they would have never contacted you had they not needed what you have. So today may not just be their day. Tomorrow may not be their day. It may be that that person is the 12th time that you contact them because you've got to build value in what we have and you've got to be consistent in what you're doing. So the next one is helping, once you get your customers, is helping them and following up with them and building relationships with them and talking to them. And a couple of ways that you can do this is you can set them up in a success chat with your coach, which is what I have my people do because hey. Sorry. I've got the princess tonight. So, which I do that. I have my all of my people that I'm their coach, I have them put all their customers in a chat with me so they can edify them, so I can celebrate with them, so I can help teach my new partners, teach you guys, and I've got several on here, teach our new partners, if something comes up that they don't know the answer to, they're not going to have to call and tell me this whole list. Hey, Kenzie, come here, baby. All I'm going to have to do is jump in their chat and see what they've done. And then that way I can send them a text and respond. And then I can be present right there, but still let them take the lead on it. Does that make sense? Which to the next thing, because your goal is to get your customers to become partners. So your goal at that point would be to help your partner hit their goal. That's a huge IPA. That's a huge income producing activity because if you help enough people get to their goals, by default, you're going to get what you want. Your success is going to come from building up others. We rise by lifting others. So build relationships with them, check in daily, help them take action, find out what their goals are because their success is your success. And then 3-way calls, the vision calls, that is something you should do with prospects and with customers and with partners. So that's what I got. All right. IPAs.
All right, thank you, Melissa. So our IPAs are connecting with new people, invite to look at Zingler, follow up consistently, helping your customers and partners, and help partners hit goals. Very good. All right, so our next second point tonight is connecting with people. Connecting with people. Why is this important? Why does this bring success to our business? What's so important about connecting with people? Shouldn't we just send them a link, say sign up, and then go do the work?
So this is probably one of the most important things that you can do. And this is why I did put the 3-way calls into the income producing activities because it's a complete game changer. If you want to grow faster, this is why you do it. Now, let me tell you why it matters. The first thing is it creates the vision. People see what's possible and they hear stories. We all know stories is what sells. Stories is what paints that dream, paints the vision. And hearing from real people, that is huge. The second thing is it builds trust and credibility. A third voice helps reinforce belief in the products. It helps reinforce belief in the business. it edifies you too. It makes the person that you've put on the phone, it makes them feel important because you care enough about them to get them in touch with somebody else that's going to take their time to pour into them. And then the last thing is it helps you celebrate and encourage and edify the people that are on the call. So if you get a customer on a call, like after the first week and they've lost 5 pounds, oh my gosh, I am just like crazy. I am celebrating them. I'm shouting them out. I am woo wooing and, telling them how great they've done because with somebody else on the phone. I want my customers and my partners to feel like they are important to me because they are. So when I get them on the phone with somebody else and I call somebody that they can relate to, I want to do that because I care about them first, but I want somebody else to be as proud of them as I am. And one of the things in this company is that's what we are. I mean, I can get on the phone with anybody in this company and they're going to love my people just like I love my people. And that's why I love this company so much. You can use 3-way calls to highlight their results. You can use it to highlight bonuses, like quick start bonuses. If they rank up, and to get their first partner, I mean, just get them on the phone and celebrate them. And the way that you can use those calls effectively is like for prospects, connect them with somebody they're going to relate to. That's why learning people's stories are so important. If you don't know someone, if you've got someone, Kenzie, darling, shh, if you've got somebody that, that's interested in the products or the business, find out about them, and then since you're new, ask your coach. Say, "This is what I've got. This is what I've got, and this is who I've got. Do you know anybody I can connect them with?" And I can promise you, more than likely, your coach or their coach is going to say, "Yeah, I know exactly who to get." And they probably have their cell phone number because, like, I have learned so many stories, and I know who the nurses are, I know who the teachers are, I know who the business people are, I know who the stay-at-home moms are, I know who the people are. So you'll learn that as you keep hearing those stories. And then for customers, your goal is to get that customer to see the value in the opportunity, help them to have success so they fall in love with the product, so they want to share it with everybody. So get them on the phone and get them on the phone with somebody to celebrate them, to talk about the results, and get somebody that, again, relates to that person to share the business. I was like you. Now this is what happened to me. And then for partners, oh my gosh, paint that big vision. You want to get people on the phone with them who are at the place they want to go. So that's why it's so important for you to know and build a relationship with your partners so that you know their goals, you know what their dreams are, you know what their fears are, you know all the things, so you can put them on the call with somebody that's going to say, "I've been where you are. Let me tell you where I'm at." So,
All right, thank you very much. There's probably not a person on here who Melissa has not made a connection with. And that just shows you how important connections are. So success comes from building authentic relationships. Introduce prospects to the business by sharing your story, product, experiences, inviting them to groups and calls. Connecting with people creates and builds trust. I think one of the things that I always remember is that people will always forget what you tell them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And we make them feel certain ways through our stories. So don't be afraid to share your stories and to help build those connections.
yeah.
All right, number 3, understanding QSBs and ranks.
Oh, did we skip number 3? Because I have that as number 4.
Yeah, that's no. Oh, that's number 3 on mine. Hold on.
Oh, well, we'll go ahead and go with that one.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead. My bad.
So we're going to go. So your coach should have already broken this down on day 1 and told you how to earn your quick start bonus. But I want to tell you what it is, and then tell you how to earn it. So your quick start bonus is the first bonus that you go for. There's 2 levels to a quick start. You want to get 4 new customers with any dollar amount of an order, but the 4 or more, at minimum of 4, it can be more customers, the total points of all the orders have to equal or exceed 500 points. And you've got 30 days from the day that you upgrade or the day that you become a partner in order to get that bonus. You get $100 when you get 4 or more people with a total point value of all the orders combined of 500 or more. It's $100. Now, you can get the same 4 people and or more and total point value of 1,000, and you're going to get another $100 bonus. So if you were to get 5 people with a Gut Collective and GLPX, you just got both bonuses, because that would be your 1,000 points is 200 points. So 200 times 5 is 1,000 points. It's over 200 points. So that's, you can do it with your first 4 or 5 people, or it may take you 10, but you just keep going until you get there. Now, the next bonus that we're going to talk about that you're also eligible for right out of the gate is your X5 bonus. And you can do these. These are stackable. So you can have the same 5 people that you just got started with that Gut Collective. You get 5 people started with a $200 or more order on subscription, and that subscription runs the following month. They're going to give you another $400 bonus. So that's the quick start bonus is 200. Then that one would be 400. That's a total of 600. And then, okay, so sorry, hang on 1 second. Kevin, can you get her just a second? And then we've got the accelerator bonus. The accelerator bonus is your first 2 ranks. So you get to manager by the end of your 2nd calendar month. So if you start at the first day of March, you have until the end of April to hit manager to get a $200 bonus. And then the second accelerator bonus is silver manager. That's the 2nd rank. And you've got another whole calendar month after that to get to silver manager to get a $500 bonus. So if you start and you run fast and you break things, and I know that these names and stuff don't make sense and knowing how to do it, I'm just telling you, you get started and you run fast and break things, you can make a lot of money in your first couple of months with all of these bonuses. And if they're going to put them out there, do not leave anything on the table. You need to go and you need to get them, talk to your coach, get a roadmap, figure out exactly what they are, and just find out how many people that you need to enroll and just start going fast.
And what I really hate about these ranks right now is they wasn't there when I first got it started. And I just think about all the money that I would have had within those, because I earned the Trip Founders Club in my first 4 months. So I just think about all that extra money I could have made. So, but it's great watching my partners achieve it. So that's truly amazing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about are groups, testimonials, customer groups, leader groups, RAD, XDCs. What is it about groups?
Okay, so I think the groups are really, really, really important. So you've got 3 main groups, and then you've got a couple of training groups. Okay. So your first group is going to be your testimonial group. I've got the princess tonight, so sorry, you guys. I'm a grandma, and I have got my little granddaughter here tonight. So she was supposed to be in bed before this, but she's not. So we just go.
But that's the great thing about this business. It's a family business. So yeah, so that's perfectly fine.
Yep. So you've got your testimony group. Everybody and anybody needs to be in this group. This is where people are going to see success stories. They're going to see testimonies. They're going to see all the people other than you that they might relate to. So plugging into the right groups is going to build that proof and keep people connected together. So the testimony group is a group for everybody. Anybody that you have in your entire social media, you got one chance to add everybody to that results group. So go in, don't leave anybody out, cover up names, and add everybody, because you do not know what's going on behind closed doors. You may think that, oh gosh, I don't want them to think that I think they're fast. It's not about that. They can decide to accept or not, but here's the great part. You invite them, they see that page for 30 days. They get to see it. So it'll start coming up in their newsfeed. So invite everybody. The second one is your customer support group. That one is for people who have ordered products. And most of the time you got people in there that are putting in recipes and tips and tricks and, atta girls and atta boys and just celebrating people and encouraging people and all that. So that's for anybody who ordered. And then you've got your leaders page. That's for anybody that's a partner. This is where we celebrate people and we edify people and we talk about promos and we let you, know all the updates of everything that's going on. So that's your team pages, and each team has a different one. So there's a lot of teams in here, so I'm not going to name them. If you're in my downline, then message your coach and they can tell you that you're probably already in them. I think everybody in here is already in the pages, but if you may not be, let us know. And then you've got one that a group that I really, really love. It's called Room at the Top, and they do trainings every Monday, and they've always got like up and coming people and people that are doing the things that jump in and train on what they're doing. And you can go back and see so many trainings you can do a search for anything that you're struggling with, and there's going to be a training on it. If you're struggling, there's a training. If you're struggling with partners, there's a training. So use the search and do that. And they do them twice on Mondays. And then the last one is the Zingular Development Community. It's called the XDC. We call it the XDC. And that's where you're going to find all the corporate updates, all the announcements, all the new corporate promos, and all that kind of stuff. So those 5 groups are what you want to be in and what you want to add all your people in.
All right, great. And I just want to say, I still remember early on, one of the first groups that I got to speak on was Room at the Top, and it was just truly amazing. I was nervous as heck, didn't know what to say, and I was like, all these people who've been here way before me, and after 3 months, here it is, I'm speaking at Room at the Top. And what I've learned is that it doesn't matter how new you are. When you come in and you're really doing the business, we all can learn from each other, and that's the great thing about it. It doesn't matter if you've been here one day or you've been here 20 years. We all can learn from each other, and these groups are full of amazing things that we all can learn from. All right, so in the last point we're going to cover tonight is mindset. So mindset, vision, success.
So this is my favorite topic in the whole world because you sabotage yourself more than anybody else. The limits that are put on you are the ones that you set. Otherwise, you have no limits unless you put them on your business. This is a limitless income opportunity. You can sign up limitless partners. There's no limit on how many customers that you can have. There's no limits on how much product they can buy. The only limits are what you put on your business. So don't put your business in a box. Don't limit it. Get your dreams out, make it big. And you've got to have the mindset of the long game. You can't just come in here and say, well, I've been doing this for 2 months, or I've been doing this for 4 months and I haven't got the 2 people signed up. And, this just isn't working. If you were to go out and start a brick and mortar store, it would take you 5 years to see a profit after all the money that you've spent. The great thing about it is if you've worked here 3 or 4 months and you've signed up, a couple of people each month, you're at least paying for your products, So you've got to be in it for the long game. It blows my mind that people will go and they'll work at a job for 40 years and, to retire, when you're 70 now? I mean, you're going to work at a job 40 or 50 years to, live out your golden ages. And by that time, you're stressed to the max and you're sick, because you haven't taken care of yourself because you worked the whole time. But you can't put 5 years into your own business. This is going to pay you whatever you put into this. So success is not built overnight. It's built over time with daily, consistent action. So the way to build a long-term mindset is, first you have got to have a why. You've got to know why you're doing it, and you've got to have a vision for your business. I mean, create a vision board, include like things that you want when you get to a certain monetary. I remember my first one. I've still got my very first vision board downstairs. Things that I never thought that I could have. Every single one of them is checked off. My second one, everything but two. And I started, by the time you do your second one, that's big stuff. I mean, it's a house, a huge house on land. I'm sitting in it. It's my visions have come true because I dream them and I put them on paper so I can see them, and I declare that it's going to happen. So, think big and do a big vision board. Put travel, whatever, anything that excites you on that board, because you've got to see the vision. You've got to have something big to go for that you can't get right now, that's going to get you up in the morning and keep you going on days when you feel like banging your head in the wall, because it's going to happen. If you're here long enough, it will happen. Work it like a CEO. Work it like this is a multi-million-dollar business opportunity, and it will pay you like that. You work it every single day as much as you can. If you can work it every day for 2 hours, work it every day for 2 hours. And when you can put more into it, put more into it. If you can work it every day for 4 hours, whatever you can put into it, do it, and do it consistently, because whatever you can't have $1 million mindset with a minimum wage work ethic. So you've got to treat it like your own. Remember, again, most traditional businesses take 5 years to turn a profit. So just stay committed in this, because you work this every single day for 5 years. Woo! I mean, I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind what's you're going to end up with. And then faith without works is dead. So you've got to do it daily. You've got to be consistent, and success will follow whatever you do, good or bad. So if you only open your doors a couple of days a week and you say, well, not today, you can work it full time, you can work it part time, you can work it in your spare time, but you can't work it sometimes and expect it to grow and flourish and blossom. So do something for your business every single day. So the business works when you work it. So show up daily, stay plugged in, believe in the process, and you've got to take action. You've got to take action. It's not about being perfect. It's about deciding that you want something more than what you have now, knowing that you've got that right in the palm of your hand. You have got the answer in the palm of your hand. So take massive actions. Make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, but learn as you go, and don't quit on yourself. That's the only way you fail is if you quit. So the people who were the winners are the ones that run fast, break things, figure it out as you go. And I mean, that's how all of us got here. Every successful leader in this company got here by making mistakes and doing the things over and over and over again. And I love Tabitha said this week, she said, your ceiling is my floor. So I'm able to take all the mistakes that you've made, and where you're at now, that's my floor. So I'm taking all your experience and I'm just starting. So I've got such a head start on the game, and you do too. Take everything that we know, put everything you know with it, and just be better than we could ever be. So you've got everything that you have to crush this. You've got the products, you've got the best compensation plan in the industry, you've got the most supportive people you'll ever be around, and you've got, you've got the tools right here. And the only thing that's going to make a difference in you and somebody else is what you do, your belief, your work ethic, your willingness to get uncomfortable and do what others won't, so you can live like others can't. And you're going to have moments when it's hard. You're going to have moments when you doubt that, when you think, can I really do this? And look at me. If you don't hear anything else, yes, you can. I believe in you. You can do hard things. You've done hard things before. And if you think back over your life, the things that you're most proud of are the things that were hard. Your kids, raising your kids, it's hard. Growing your marriage, it's hard. Going to college, it's hard. Think about the things that you're most proud of. They were the hardest things you've probably ever gone through. And so that the difference is just push through. You're building something that can change your life forever. This is a willable income. I don't know if y'all have heard that before, but this is something that you can leave your family as generational wealth. And don't overthink it. Just go. run. Trust that you'll figure it out on the way and that you've got somebody that's going to catch you when you fall. The worst thing you can do is wait for the perfect time or the perfect message or, when you lose 5 more pounds or perfection doesn't create success, action does. So take bold steps, talk to everybody, do the hard things now. So you can create the legacy that you can only dream of. So
All right, very good. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for those words. I just wanted to say to everyone, believe in yourself, stay positive, surround yourself with positive people. And as funny as I look at my life now, I don't have one negative person in my life that I hang around with. So even on my bad days, it's a good day because I have nobody around to tell me it's a bad day. Challenges will come, but a strong mindset will help you overcome them. Each and every one of you have already showed the desire and the will and the motivation to do this. The only person that can stop you is you. And Melissa, I'm going to let you have the last words.
that's all. That's all I want to say.
All right.
Every single one of you are amazing. You are capable. You are worthy. You can do anything that you set your mind to. Just believe in yourself and go get it.
All right, very good. And we will see y'all next week for number 3.